Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Haven't done a video in a couple of weeks, so thought I'd get the new year started with the video. Gonna try to do more of these. Holidays are a little bit crazy for me. Got a couple birthdays and then Christmas, so it gets hectic. So what I want to do is start videos off with some headlines that catch my eyes and catch my attention, and from there just kind of talk about what I think is important right now. So one thing that caught my attention about a month ago or so, there was a homeless guy. He actually went to a police station, or it was a jail, and requested that he stay the night because it was freezing outside. I don't exactly remember what state this was, but it was definitely snow everywhere and he was freezing. They told him, no, we're only here to take care of prisoners. He went outside and smashed their windows. So they took him in for vandalism. Yesterday, I saw some headlines about some police officers who made a quilt out of the signs that a homeless person will carry around, requesting money, help, food, anything like that. Apparently, if you do this, and this was in Alabama, if you do this anywhere that's considered a tourist area, it is illegal. Anywhere else, you are actually protected by your freedom of speech. But Alabama has it so it's illegal if you're requesting or asking for handouts and it's considered a tourist area. How they consider that, I don't know. But that seems to be the case. So these police officers gathered up all the signs that they took from these people and taped them all together to make a big kind of quilt-like, and they called it their holiday quilt. So I guess, when did we start treating homeless people like they don't matter? When did it become a joke? It's December, it's January, anywhere but Arizona, you're freezing to death. I mean, even here, it's 50 degrees outside. It's crazy. Nighttime, it gets to 30 degrees, and we're just going to make fun of them. We think it's funny. And there's actually like $500 fines if they catch you, 6 months in jail, or 6 months of community service. How's that fixing the problem? It's just going to make it worse. How can they pay those fines? Well, they can't. If they could, they wouldn't be asking for money. So they're just going to go to jail then. And then they have the arrest record. So how are they supposed to find work? It's a vicious cycle, and I can't believe it's happening here in America. The homeless issue is definitely a video I want to touch on because there's a lot going on with that people just kind of brush over or ignore. And, it's funny because in Trump's economy, it's doing so super well. It's the biggest thing that they're proud of. It's like the only thing that they've done right, which I'm going to have to do a video on the economy too and talk about the reality of it. But, they talk about unemployment being down, but homelessness has reached like all-time highs. So I don't understand how unemployment can be down and homelessness can be up. That doesn't make any sense to me. But unemployment is tracked by who's actually collecting unemployment benefits, which is interesting because the Trump administration has been, taking away those benefits. And as they're taking them away, unemployment's going down too. I don't know if that goes hand in hand or not, but so there's a couple things that caught my attention. Yesterday, if you haven't heard, the American embassy in Iraq was, I don't want to say attacked, but it was definitely raided, and protesters and militiamen, they want America out of Iraq. And what instigated this was an attack that took the lives of an American contractor and injured several others. Trump responded with a airstrike and killed something like 20 of those militiamen. So, for those who think, well, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Soldiers get killed all the time. We don't respond that way. When a contractor gets killed, we respond that way. Why? I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that the military-industrial complex pays more to a lot of politicians and than a lot of the corporations. I think they might be beat by oil and gas, but they definitely have their hands in a lot of politicians' pockets. So you start messing with their business, and they get a response. It's kind of sad. And I'm not going to make the argument on if that was the proper response we should have taken or not. Personally, we shouldn't have. Forget. We shouldn't have done that. Part of the problem is that militia group that did that attack is actually recognized by the Iraqi government as an ally. They're an ally to the Iraqis. They helped take out ISIS when ISIS was a problem. And Iraq has recognized them as friendlies, and we attacked them. And Iraq wants us to go, and a lot of people who backed up that militia want us to go. And I heard this morning that Trump is sending more troops to Iraq. Really opposite of what they're calling for. It's not our country. Iraq isn't our home. We are staying in someone else's home. It's like we're a guest there, and we don't care about the people who live there. So yeah, it's kind of messed up. Anyways, today's video, I really wanted to get into the importance of voting. Now, for people who live in districts that are heavily Republican, states that are heavily Republican, and I'm mainly talking to the Democrats here because Republicans vote. Y'all always vote. You have like an 80% voting rate, and for Democrats it's much lower. And the reason is because you have been convinced your vote doesn't count. I've heard that a lot. I felt that way before. Well, when I actually did the math here in Arizona, particularly because that's where I'm from, you do the math of the people who were registered voters who didn't vote, and it's something like 3 million people who didn't show up to vote. Sorry, that's my cat's tail. It's been a while since I looked at the statistics of this. I just wanted to get this video out real quick, so I don't have the exact numbers. I've done the math before. I believe it was like 3 million people, registered voters, didn't vote. The majority of which are going to be Democrats, because like I said, Republicans get out and vote, and they win. If my math was correct, if every Democrat went and voted, Trump wouldn't have won Arizona. So it makes you think, like, why do Republicans consistently win Arizona? Well, you've been convinced your vote doesn't count. It's a red state. It's a red state. Your vote doesn't count. Well, what if we all actually voted? What if everyone got up? We voted. What if everyone registered and we went out and we voted? We could change things. Things might change. Arizona is more considered a purple state now these days. We have a Democratic senator. Not only is she a Democratic senator, she's part of the LGBTQ community, which is crazy. It is the most non-Republican thing I have ever seen in Arizona. In my district, my congressional district, Indian woman, Indian with a dot, not feather, actual Indian, not Native American, she almost won against the Republican. Well, I don't. I mean, she made it competitive. It was like 8 points or something like that, which for my district is huge. It's a big deal. And again, what if every Democrat voted? How many Democrats during that last election in this district decided their vote didn't count and didn't vote? And she lost by 8 points. Maybe she would have lost by 4 points. Maybe she would have lost by 2 points. Maybe she would have won. Who knows? Maybe we can find out this year. So, ask all of you, register, get out there, vote, make your voice count. This electoral college it's a joke, but they've been using it to their benefit. Maybe we need to fight back a little harder and not let them control us, because they win because of voter suppression. They convince you that your vote doesn't count, that your voice isn't heard. It's 2020, everybody. It's a new year. Let's make a difference. Let's get out there and vote. So, thank you guys. Trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter as well, and a little bit more upbeat. Appreciate you all, and hope you have a great new year. If you have any questions, want to request a video or anything, please leave it in the comments, subscribe, and I'm going to keep these coming. Have a great day.